Welcome, welcome. Yes, a sister is back. We are live again. I have so much to tell you guys. I hope that you come in and you listen. If not, you catch the replay of this. I want to welcome you to the Inspiration in 30. My name is Gloria Ward, and I am so happy to be back sitting in front of you ladies. I mean, it has been a little while, probably what, almost like 2 weeks or something like that. We've been, well, I've been doing so much stuff, and I'm happy to be sitting here and back because there is so much to tell you about the things that are going on. And also to thank everybody, all of the ladies who came out to the Selfish Retreat. I mean, Savannah was perfect. We had some good food. The amount of people who came was great. The little strip and everything was popping. I mean, they had a whole bunch of stuff. I mean, we had a great time. The yoga sessions were good. I know you guys saw some of the pictures from it, and we just had a good time. We had some good girlfriend time. Hey Katina, we had some good girlfriend time. If you missed it, we're gonna do it again next year. So we hoping that you actually participate. But we had a great time. And when I came back, I was doing some more work and helping out this young lady. So I am so happy. And now here I am. So this inspiration in 30, I'm not going to keep you long, but I want you to just think about something as we're talking today, right? And that is, what's the benefit of giving up on yourself, right? All the times that you're talking about the things that you want to do, the goals you want to accomplish, the hard decisions that you have to make for you and your family. What is the benefit if you just give up on yourself? What exactly are you hoping to accomplish? The biggest thing that you can suffer from, like I tell people, is regret, right? The biggest thing that will eat you alive is regret of not doing something or making a decision. And the crazy thing is that when you make those decisions that you regret, they become generational, right? Hey Khadijah, they become generational, right? So that's why I ask you the question, what is the benefit of giving up on yourself? The answer is nothing. You don't benefit from that. There's nothing good that comes out of that, but more confusion, more disappointment, and more lack of trust in yourself. Now, I asked a person this weekend. I said, "What is the benefit?" I said, "Why do you think that you can't really live the life you want to live?" And they were blaming all kind of people. Well, it's my kids, and the baby father wasn't doing this, and it was all this stuff that they were saying. And I said, "Well, one of the things, hey Tina," I said, "Well, one of the things you got to understand is that you make the decisions for yourself, right? You the one that make a decision if you're going to do something or not, if you're going to live or not." Well, Gloria, it's not that easy because the decisions that I make, my kids are young, and, I got to make sure I'm there for them. All of that stuff is true. Nobody said you had to make catastrophic decisions, right? But we could definitely start by changing the energy in the room. We could start there because you giving up on yourself every day is causing this crazy energy around you. Do you get that? You deciding not to choose you each and every day is allowing those other people who want something from you, who want to take advantage of you, allow them to come into your life. You know why? Because that's what you do to yourself. So why would you get upset if somebody talks to you a certain way, do certain things to you, deceive you in different ways? Why? You can't even show up for yourself. Every time you don't make a good decision for yourself, you break in trust with yourself. Do you know that? Now, if you don't trust you to get things done, if you don't trust you to make good decisions, and if you don't even trust you to like yourself, why do you expect other people to do that? Why do you think they got the solution? So every time you make a decision for yourself and you say, yes, I'm going to stick with it, and then you give up, I want you to ask yourself, like, what is the benefit of me sitting up here giving up on myself? Time and time again, we break trust with ourselves over and over and over again. Why? Because we haven't learned how to make those decisions and be comfortable with them, even if it's going to hurt other people's feelings. And I keep telling y'all that they ain't worried about yours. Not to say that that's a bad thing, but they thinking about themselves. They not thinking about how the stuff is going to impact you, so they waiting. No, they empathize, but they're like, damn, I shouldn't be doing this, but I got to think about me. I got to think about what's important to me. And you sitting up there like, damn, if I thought that way, this house would be fucked up. You wouldn't have no food. You wouldn't have this. You wouldn't have that. If I thought that way, no, what you suffering from is regret. And you sour and upset because they're deciding to choose them and you gave up. So you can't be mad. You can't get upset, right? Every time you don't do what you say you're going to do and you give up on yourself, you break in trust. Not with anybody else, with you, right? And then you're asking yourself, well, who's going to come and save you? Nobody. Nobody. Because you don't even respect yourself enough to even hold it together. And I know this is hard, y'all. I know this is hard to even think about, but I want you to think about this the next time you make a decision and then you give up. You decide that this is going to be the year, the last couple of months, where you're going to do what you say you're going to do. You're going to take that vacation. You're going to make the decision to do XYZ. You're going to save your money. You're going to do all this stuff. And the minute that you start telling yourself excuses and you start rationalizing as to why you can't or you shouldn't or it's not the right time or you don't have enough resources or you don't, you know what I'm saying, like you don't have this, you don't have that, what you're really doing is you're giving up on yourself. And the only reason why we give up on ourselves is because we get to a certain point in our decisions or in our goals or whatever it is, and it gets too hard. Too hard, meaning that you realize you don't have the knowledge, you don't have the money, it's going to take longer than what you thought, right? It's going to get too many people got to be involved. You got to get some people out of your life. All these things, all those are the hard things that make you second guess. You got to say no. That's the biggest thing, right? But like we talked about before, we got to stop beating ourselves up. We have to. We have to stop beating ourselves up. It is not our fault because the kids came out the way they did. At a certain point in their lives, they made a decision, right? And they keep telling you that, but you're not listening. What you saying is, damn, I should have never had that Diet Coke. Damn, I should have never did this. Damn, I should have never did that. It's my fault. It's my fault. It's my fault. When are you going to forgive yourself for that? Because life is moving on and you still stuck back there. You get what I'm saying? Life is waiting for you to take advantage of everything it has to offer. And you still trying to live back in 1987. That's dead and stinking, y'all. It's dead and stinking. You want a new relationship or you want to rekindle the relationship with the person you have, but you just can't let it go that they cheated 15 years ago. And because they cheated 15 years ago, you still think that they're going to cheat today. Honey, probably the thing don't work at this time. You know what I'm saying? Whatever you think is going on, you probably pushing them out the door at this point. Okay? Saying if that's what you want to do, go ahead and try it and see what happens to you in this day and age. Right? But why do we continue to give up on ourselves? Because it gets scary, Gloria. It does. But that's this thing called life, y'all. And it's never going to change. So why not build up that resilience to just go for it? It's never going to change. You're always going to be scared of something. Well, I just can't take that leap like that because it's going to be expensive and I really don't have the money like that. Go find it. Go find it. Then that means you got 2 or 3 more extra steps that you got to do before you get there. Right? And I told y'all, even with my team, when we was putting together the selfish retreat, and they were saying, um, well, here's what it's going to be, and this is how much it's going to cost, and this is the food cost, and this is the room cost. Gloria, I don't know. We probably will have to wait a little bit and really not do it because the way the economy is going right now, we don't know if everybody's going to show up. We don't know if we're going to break even. And I just wave my hands and I said, if you have that kind of mindset, then you don't need to be here. If you have that kind of mindset, you don't need to be here. Because, see, whoever comes is supposed to be here. However, this turns out, it's supposed to turn out that way. We're not going to give up because of what we think is going to happen. And especially if I don't have a clear picture in front of me, you thinking about what I got. And you thinking with your limited beliefs that that's what I'm thinking. So since you got a mindset of lack when it comes to money, you trying to impede that on me and tell me that we need to push this back because you think it's too expensive. I didn't say that. I didn't say that. Those are your thoughts. That's what you think. And if you think that, and if you're going to impede that same energy on me, then you probably don't need to be here. Because, see, our mindsets are different. I don't give up. You adjust. You get what I'm saying? You adjust. Like my grandmother used to say, there's always one way to skin a cat, right? But you got to be able to understand and know that giving up on yourself is what lowers your self esteem just a little bit every time you do. And I know y'all felt that before, right? So, how do you start to be able to build that trust with yourself? Understand and know and get to a point where giving up on yourself is not an option. The only thing that you do is something small each and every day that makes you happy. That's it. Today, I am not going to be dealing with people because I got something to do. And then you just do it. As many times they call your phone, text you, where you at, what's going on, all this stuff. And you just tell them, I'm not giving up on myself today. I'm not giving up on myself today. I said I was going to do this. This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to go to the gym because I'm not giving up on myself today. I'm going to do 10 minutes on the treadmill, right? And I'm going to be okay. I'm going to sit down for 30 minutes and find something that I like because I'm not giving up on myself today. I'm going to sit down and rewrite this damn resume finally, or get someone to help me with it, or pay someone to do it for me because I'm not giving up on myself today. I'm going to look and find me the job that I deserve that will pay me good money for my time and my talents. I'm not going to give myself up today. When this person come talking out of the side of their neck and they want to tell me how I need to live my life and what they want to do, I'm not going to even get that no energy. I'm not going to yell back. I'm not going to respond because my peace is important. And I'm not giving that up today. You see what I'm saying? Because every time that you make those decisions, you get stronger. You don't deflate, you get stronger. For the last 2 weeks, I haven't spoken to most of my friends, probably only one or two, right? And usually it's just like, all over the place. The phone rings, everybody come, calls, all this stuff. And I was just like, y'all, I don't, I want to do what I'm doing and I want to go home and I just want to chill with me, right? I want to chill with me. I want to replenish me, right? I know you got a whole schedule that I can get with and come with you and hang out with you and we go partying and we doing all that. I don't want to do that. And the first thing they say, well, what is wrong? What's going on? Nothing is wrong. I'm just not giving up on me. And right now, my mind and my body is telling me, go ahead and sit down and replenish. Figure out how you're going to get stronger. Figure out how you're going to bring more love and joy. Touch these women that you've been working with, right? How are we going to really get this message out? Because every time we get together, hey, Kim, every time we get together, we have a ball. In Savannah, we have fun, right? We laughed, we talked, we did some healing work, we did some growth work, we did some yoga. And the thing is, and I told y'all this, I told y'all this was gonna happen. When we all got together, nobody was a stranger. Nobody. There was nobody who was standing off in the corner, who felt like they didn't belong. Everybody was with everybody, talking, having fun, like we've been friends for years. And we just laughing and going on and enjoying ourselves. Because you know why? We all came there with the same expectations. And that was to have fun to get that sense of community and sisterhood and just let go, right? And that's why I tell y'all it is so important that you find your tribe and you find your sisterhood. Because when you do, it's easy. And everybody who y'all know it wasn't no work, right? We at the beach, we trying to wait for the rain to clear. We listening to good music. We hear Kim rapping. I mean, we things that you would normally do around people you know, you did it around people you didn't know. And it was cool. And everybody got along. And that's called peace, y'all. For real. That's called peace. That is called peace. And it should not be that you have to get away to get it. It should be something that you are practicing with yourself each and every day. Stop giving up on yourself. There's no benefit to it at all. You're not doing nothing but deflating, right? You're not doing anything but breaking trust with yourself each and every time you do. Okay. So when you say you're going to do something, think about it. When you make your final decision, just do what you say you're going to do. You want better, do better. You want something different, you got to become somebody different. Everything, everything you have right now, you bust your ass for. You had to become the person you are now to get everything that you have around you. You get that? If you want something else, higher, bigger, better, whatever, you got to become that. Right? It's as easy as that. You go ahead and the people who go to jail for the first time, you gotta learn jail life to survive. You gotta turn yourself into them, right? You gotta figure out and know what the rules are. And you know what happens? I don't know. I mean, I only been in the holding place. I ain't really been to jail. From TV, there's someone who comes in and mentors you and show you the ropes. Well, it's the reverse. It's the same thing. You want something better, you got to become somebody different. If you don't know how to do that, go find somebody who got what you want and let them coach you and train you and get the information you need to make it happen. But you got to be ready. You can't give up on yourself through the process because these people don't have time. They can't deal with the whole fact of you starting and stopping and starting and stopping and you don't know and all that. You're going to have to work that out because you have to be clear and sure about what you want and where you're going. You get what I'm saying? Because you are running away from the people who don't know what they want and they're not clear and they pulling on you and tugging on you and draining you. You don't want to go ahead and do that to somebody else because you're still trying to figure out what you want, right? I say this and I go because I want you to remember this. Life is about living, ladies. And if you're not living, if you stuck in your same routine, doing the same thing, going through the same problems, experiencing the same kind of relationships, all that stuff, you're not living. Us ladies, we don't need to have struggle love to prove that we a good woman. You get what I'm saying? You don't need to just make ends meet because you believe that you can't get anything better, or it's going to take too long for you to start over, or it's just going to be too much to go back to school and you ain't got the time. Stop lying to yourself. Stop telling yourself these lies. You lying to yourself and you believe in them. Talk to yourself and tell yourself you deserve more. I deserve love. I deserve more. I deserve to be the best. I deserve to have the best. I deserve to have someone who loves me. I deserve to be in a position where I can get my needs met. I deserve to be with someone who I know that I can build with, not someone who's going to tolerate me, not someone who's going to put that lack and all that shit in my head thinking that this is just the way the world is, and because we are a certain color or race or this or that, we can't have, or this is how our lives are supposed to be. Those are lies. Those are lies. You can do, have, and be anything you want. You're not too old. It's not too late, right? Everybody's journey is different, so I can't tell you how to walk your journey. But I definitely can tell you this. Everything you want is right here. It's right here. And that voice that's talking to you every 2, 3 minutes, every time you make a decision. Should I call my mom today and let her know I love her? And when that voice starts saying, she probably ain't even up yet. I know if I called this early, she probably cussed me out. Let me go ahead and give it another hour. No, the first voice you hear, that is God speaking to you. Listen, listen. When those sabotaging thoughts start coming to you, rationalizing, telling you why you decided to go to the store to get you a pair of shoes. You go to the store, it's taking you a minute to find what you want. Don't sit up here and rationalize and say, well, I guess God ain't want me to get anything because I can't find nothing. And, the shoes ain't here. Keep looking. It's probably not that day, but it might be the next day. You get what I'm saying? Start listening to that small, still voice, not the loud one that's telling you you can't, you shouldn't. Somebody calls you, ask you for $150 because they lights about to be turned off, and that first thought says no, and then you start rationalizing like, well, I do have it, and then you saying, well, when can you pay me back? Because I did this last time. You going down the wrong road, right? You giving up on yourself again because what you told yourself was that you was going to stand firm in your decision and you wasn't going to do it again. Your first thought that came to you said no. Stick with it, right? And then when they say, well, why you say that? You always did this, and now all of a sudden you this new kind of person. I am. And I'm loving it because you know what? I got my damn money in my pocket and I got my peace. Hallelujah. You go figure that out. You go figure it out. You're not being mean. You just not giving up on yourself no more. You're not putting yourself in the background anymore. You're not putting yourself last because, and I keep telling you, these same people turn right around and give you the middle finger. The moment you don't do what they want you to do, they give you the middle finger right quick. Real quick. You know why? Because their needs are not being met by you. You are supposed to sacrifice yourself for me. You are supposed to give up everything for me because you said you love me. Well, honey, not today. I love you, but I love me even more. And because I could love me more, I could love you more. And I could be patient with you. My peace is important. And that's what matters. Okay? You know I love y'all. So we planning our next thing, actually 10 o'clock today. So we're gonna have some more stuff coming out. So, like I said, if you're going to Essence this weekend, I will be at the Essence Music Festival. I am leaving here on the 30th. And then be back that Monday. So if you're going out there, oh, excuse me. If you're going out there, holler at me. I'll be there. And then the 15th through the 17th in July, I will be in Miami. And like I said before, I got 4 tickets to the event I'm going to be speaking at. If you want to come, all you have to do is find your way to Miami and you got a ticket. And then we're going to hang out. And yeah, we just going to have some fun. So I'll talk to you guys on Wednesday, okay? I think we got a couple of interviews coming up this evening. Don't be laughing at me, Kim, either. I'm gonna try my best to look presentable. I keep telling people I get up at 3 a.m. So by the time it's time to do something 7, 8 o'clock at night, it don't look the same. I love y'all. I gotta go.